What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from SammyGuru.com. Today another very exciting Samsung video for you guys, and today I have the Galaxy Tab S11 in the house. I did an ASMR unboxing of the Tab S11 Ultra, but I also got the smaller base model, and today we're going to be focusing on the brand new HomeUp update that brings compatibility with One UI 8, but also with tablets as well. Now if you guys haven't seen my initial impressions of One UI 8 on the Tab S11, Tab S11 Ultra, there's a lot of new things like the brand new quick settings, new notification shade, the new Now Brief pop-up. I covered all of these things and also some other initial impressions in another video, or it may be posting slightly after this one. I'm not sure which order I'll do it, but it will be on this channel or the SammyGuru channel, so make sure you subscribe. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys you can go ahead and check out the website for your latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews, SammyGuru.com. You can also get in our mystery box program if you just go to the pre-order page here. The orange banner at the top will also do that. Right now we have the S26 Ultra, the Tab S11 Ultra, and Tab S11, as well as your Galaxy S25 FE mystery box sign-up pages available. If you just tap on one of these, you can sign up over on Lalo, put in your phone number, email, or both. You'll be able to get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand, other randomly inserted goodies as well. Of course, this launch will be in January 2026. The Tab S11 S25 FE is just a case and screen protector. We couldn't do a full box just because it's a smaller launch. But for this one, you get all this stuff. You'll get a 65-watt charger in the box for the S26 launch. You guys can check that out below in the pinned comment and description. So let's go ahead and get right into the HomeUp update. Now, if we go into GoodLock, I had to install this APK from Twitter, from X. So it's not really rolling out everywhere. Even on the Tab S11, when I went to check for the update, it was not yet available. So just be aware of that. But I will show you guys really quickly the update. So if we go in here, you see the version that it had loaded, preloaded 16.00.990, and May 28th, I got all jumbled there, 16.0.00.90 from May 28th. Now that is not the newest version, the one I flashed, which I'll put the APK below in the description, 17.0.00.40, supports devices with One UI 8 and above, and added tablet support. When creating a desktop workspace on tablet, the task changer layout is fixed to default type to maintain task switching usability, other bug fixes, and stability improvements. So here, what they have essentially is tablet support. That's the big thing. That's why I'm showing you this on the Tab S11. The S25 Ultra also got this update, but it's mainly just bug fixes. There's no new features, and it will now support other One UI 8 devices that will get that update throughout September. We actually just published a list of eligible devices because a One UI 8 update schedule just leaked, so you guys can check that out if you want. So we're just gonna go through and take a look at how HomeUp looks on the tablet. So let's go ahead and open it up. Same kind of general animations and looks, and yeah, I can show you guys the light mode too. I know some people like the light mode look a little better. And then here is HomeUp. So you do have very similar looking kind of interface as you have on the phone. Pretty much the same settings here. We can actually open up the S25 Ultra and take a look, but you've got app screen, your folder grid, your DIY, your home screen grid, app list columns. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact stuff that you've got on the phone. If you go at the top there, settings dialog, I've just got the S25 Ultra here off to the side, trying to see if there's any big differences, but I don't really see any huge differences here. They've just adapted all of these options to the tablet interface for the home screen. Backup and restore, I don't think there's anything new there as well. So here, frequency, file list, immediate, the same stuff that's on the phones as well. Now task changer is where we do have some differences. So I'll quickly show you guys that. I've already looked into this and we saw this in the changelog as well. If you have a desktop enabled for the new DeX, so here's your little desktop button. If you've created one of these, you will not be able to utilize one of these alternate layout types. So you won't be able to use vertical list, slim list, tilt stack. It's grid only. So if you change it, it'll tell you when using desktop mode, it's fixed. But obviously, of course, I'm not using desktop mode, so I can get whatever I want. I was using vertical list with circular list, which is one that I showed in a previous short, and I really do like this one. But if we go back in here and we enable one of these desktops, you see how those kind of go down there, and then it will force it back to grid automatically. Even if you keep it on vertical list, mainly that's because if you get rid of the desktop, now it's going to go back to what you chose before which is vertical list. But otherwise, all the options in the task changer are identical. Of course, we have some richer options in the taskbar as well. These are mainly what we've seen on the foldables because, of course, HomeUp has worked on the foldables as well. Floating taskbar, change the detailed settings of that. Simple pixel advanced tuning. You've got the advanced tuning sections where you can change the animation at will, just like you can over on the gesture tuning in HomeUp. Horizontal scale, vertical scale, duration, stiffness, and damping. Those are the defaults. Reaction delay, call sensitivity. If it's inconvenient to take out the taskbar, try setting how sensitive it is. Don't forget that you also have the taskbar main settings inside display. So if you've got a display taskbar here, you can already toggle your recent or suggested apps up to 4 of those. That's the only setting that you can toggle though within the regular display settings. So these are all additional settings that you can play around with. Of course, in order to get these gestures and all of this, changing the different animations, you really need to set the gestures. You guys saw I had the 3-button nav there in the beginning. So in order to get all of this tuning here, you really have to change this to the gesture navigation, otherwise you won't see it. Because otherwise with the 3-button nav, the taskbar just sticks to the bottom. Now, of course, you can use these other ones. You can see when you enable gestures, you also have the quick type switching. Press and hold the apps button to switch the taskbar type. So if you do this, it'll go back to the previous type. So that way, if you want to have this, you can switch between the two, which is certainly pretty cool. That's a nice thing. And then you don't have to worry about having to go into the settings to do any of that. So a lot of these task changer options are specific to the tablet. Some of them are very similar to what's on the Z Fold 7. But like I said, there's also some of these things like we saw there with the task changer that's specific to these new DeX desktop modes on the Tab S11. And I would assume when other tablets get One UI 8, that'll be there as well. Now, in terms of gesture tuning, basically the same as before. You've still got the same advanced settings. I think there's maybe a little less flexibility here with this one because here you've got your home screen scale. Actually, no, I think this might be exactly the same as what we have. Let's take a look and compare this to the phone. So if we go to home gesture tuning on here, you've got the icon movement with damping. It's probably just because it's a bigger screen, so it scales down a little faster. Wallpaper, no, it's exactly the same stuff on the S25 Ultra. So pretty much the same advanced tuning options. You also have simple tuning. So if you want to go a little faster, whatever, you can do that now on your tablet. So really the same exact stuff here. App open animation tuning, blur animation, home gesture vibration, which I always do enjoy. Improve in gesture sensitivity in the pay zone, bottom gestures in full screen. All the same stuff we've seen on the phone for HomeUp. Now, the Edge panel, again, a lot of options here. You can run more favorite items at once when scrolling, scroll through the recent apps to see more recent apps here, and then open apps in screen using the selected view type, full screen view, split screen view, or pop-up view, which is my favorite. And then you can also show the Edge handle in immersive mode, which is something I typically don't do, but you can do that if you want. Share Manager, really nothing new about this. Direct share, quick share devices. You can change all of those various things here, change the name of your tablet, and add favorite direct shares depending on who you want to share with or which applications that you want to share with as well. Of course, you also have the DIY home screen. It works the same exact way right up here by long pressing the home screen as it does on the other devices on the phones. It looks like you've got pretty much the same level of control as you do on the phones. They kept the same options that are there. You've got the emojis, you've got these different kind of cutouts that you can add. See these different kind of like dotted lines that you can add to the grid to kind of frame your grid. You've got all these granular controls. You really do have to have some patience though when playing with these, because I will say it does take a while to get things exactly how you want, but it really is amazing like what you can add. There's so many cool different graphics and things that Samsung has added with this. And so you can really make the home screen whatever you want, change the widgets, the icon sizes, put things wherever you want, put widgets wherever you want. It really is a comprehensive customization solution. If you get tired of your home screen looking this way, you can just go back in here and turn it off, and then you're back to your normal home screen. So you don't really have to keep it that way. You can play around with it, have fun, and then go back to something a little more conventional when you're doing work. But those same options are there for the home screen. The editing options that they added with the grid lines and all the adjustments from the previous HomeUp update are also here as well. So I'm definitely going to tune my gestures using my advanced tuning. Maybe not exactly what I have on my S25 Ultra because I like them a little snappier on the phone. Probably a little more relaxed on the tablet because I tend to use mine a lot for reading and media consumption and stuff like that. Maybe I don't need it as snappy because my phone I'm often using on the go for work and all that kind of stuff. But there really is a lot of great stuff that you can control with HomeUp, and it looks like all the options from the phone, for the most part, have been migrated over, and then a few new specific things that are, happening because of the DeX home mode on the tablets. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about the brand new HomeUp, how it works on tablets, let me know below. Check out my other Tab S11, S11 Ultra coverage, the hardware and the One UI 8 tour that I posted, as well as the ASMR unboxing if you like that sort of thing. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.